Hi everyone, it's Tammy Mastroberte, author of the book The Universe is Talking to You and founder of the award-winning Elevated Existence magazine. This video, I am answering a question that I get often when people find out that I teach about signs and synchronicity or when they read my book about signs and synchronicity, and that is, can I get a sign from a pet who's passed away? I believe I can get signs from my loved ones, but what about pets? So let's get into it. So I recently taught a class based on my book, The Universe is Talking to You. And one of the questions that so many people had, and I've gotten this question before, is, does this apply to pets? If I have a pet that has passed on, can I get a sign from them? Are they also trying to communicate with me? In the same way that maybe my human loved ones are trying to communicate with me? The answer is 100% yes. I know this from personal experience, and I also know this based on the fact that many mediums that I have seen read, that I know personally, that I have worked with, will bring through pets, not even realizing that they're a pet, and just start talking and then all of a sudden say, wait a minute, is this a dog? And the person will start laughing and say, yeah, you're talking to my dog. It works in the same manner. You can get a reading from an animal communicator for your pet, whether that pet is alive or that pet is passed on. They communicate in the same way that human beings do. I'll tell you the story of my pet who passed. My first experience, I never really had a lot of pets growing up. I did have, a rabbit that we kept outside, but I didn't have a lot of indoor pets growing up. After my mother passed away, the first thing I did was went out and got myself a cat. I had been wanting a cat, fell in love with my cat. Her name was Phoebe. Just the best cat ever. I loved her. And she lived for almost a little over 17 years. And she was my first experience with a pet dying that I was very attached to. And when she passed away, which was probably about, probably 3+ years, maybe about 4 years ago now, she passed away, and I thought the same thing because I'd never gotten a sign from a pet. I believed that she was around. I believed she could communicate with me, but I was sort of confused about, how is this going to work because I've never experienced it. Within, I would say, about a week or so of her passing, she came to me in a dream. And in the dream, I remember I was sitting in my bedroom that I was in at the time, and she came up the stairs like she always does, and walked right over to me and jumped up with her 2 paws on me, and I was like, oh my gosh, in the dream, I was like, oh my gosh, you're okay, I'm so happy, thank you for letting me know. That's how she got through to me. A lot of times our pets, even our loved ones, will come through in dreams because it's difficult for us if we're not familiar with the process, which is why I wrote the book, The Universe is Talking to You, because I want people to understand how they communicate and how you can start receiving those signs. But if you're not familiar with it, if you're not in that space and open to it, to be able to receive the signs in your waking life, it's so much easier to receive these signs in your dream life. And so they will come through that way. However, if you are already open to signs and synchronicity, if you are opening yourself up, if you're already receiving signs from loved ones, your pets can communicate in the same way. You can hear their name the same way you hear your loved one's name, and you can hear something that reminds you of them. You can see them in a dream. You can assign a sign, and I'll link to that below. I talk all the time, and it's one of the exercises in my book, about assigning a sign to your loved ones. You can assign a sign to your pet in the same way and open that dialogue of communication. So yes, your pets live on in the same way that us humans do and your loved ones do. Yes, they can send you a sign. I remember hearing one person whose dog had passed away, and the dog always brought them their slippers. And this person said that after the dog passed away, they woke up and someone had literally moved their slippers in the house. So they can do things like that as well. So please know that everything that I teach, everything that you'll find on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, in my book, The Universe is Talking to You, applies to pets as well. Yes, you can hear from your pets. You can know that they're around. If you love pets and animal communication, I have a great colleague and friend, Danielle McKinnon. I'll link to her YouTube here as well. She talks all about pets on the other side and about how our pets can even play a role in sending us our next pet from the other side. I know that my Phoebe sent me my next cat that I had, my indoor cat Callie, 100%. And so there's so much to open up to and to understand, and it all applies the same thing as humans. Yes, it applies to your pets. So please assign a sign to your pets. Please be open to when they pass, to knowing that they can come to you in a dream. They will use their name to get in touch with you. They will use the same things that our loved ones are using to get in touch with you as well. So open yourself up, start communicating with your pets on the other side just so that you know they're okay, because I promise you they've probably been trying to communicate with you already and you may have been missing the signs. So I'll link to that assign a sign exercise so you can do that. It's also in the book along with a million other exercises that apply to humans and to pets and to everything. And I wish you a beautiful week. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel and I will see you next time.